now that the Woody's done, time to do some work to the farm truck. So one thing I'm gonna do is I'll repaint the front end. I'll give it a quick washing, do the front license plate. Then another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the back flap. Someone did mention it in an older video of Farmtruck that I should do it. I did all this detail already, so that stuff's all done already. So I'm gonna do the flap, clean it, and then add the rest of the emblems, and possibly get that top to look better to bring to the show, so it's not open like this, but if anything, that's fine. So there's not much that needs done to Farmtruck because, you know, it's Farmtruck, it's a beat up truck, so we don't have to get it all fresh and clean like the Woody. So I want to show you kind of before where we're at, and I got the flag here already. I just got to do the other emblems and just doing the smaller details. I ordered a new front pulley for the engine. This is the proper front pulley for it. This is the, I believe it's called the 40 series. The one that we've been using is this one, and as you see, there's a little bit of a size difference. So I'm hoping this helps with the performance, because with the old front, with the 30 series front pulley and the back, we got it up to like 41, we'll say, but that's, you know, but it still had a lot more, but we ran out of road. So I'm hoping that this helps it, and also because of the Woody's backing, like the back part, the drive part is kind of making a weird noise. So I got this part off of Stan Lee, and I'm going to put this on Farmtruck because it has the yellow spring. So I'm going to put this one on Farmtruck and take the one from Farmtruck on and put it on the Woody. So then I'm hoping that helps it. Alright guys, so I'm in the back of Farmtruck just to show you that I got the pulley on. I ended up finding a stud, so it's like a stud and a nut. I used Loctite to make sure that it hopefully it won't come off. But before getting this off, because this is my first time having the actual size, I thought you had to take this tab off and take this off to put it on, but then I did some research, and it's literally you just put the front pulley belt on, and then you rotate this to where the back pulley comes on too. And I did it with it actually set up still, so it was a little tougher, but I got it on. And I had to do a spacer back here, so there's a spacer right there, just so these bolts wouldn't touch. Now that that new pulley's on and new belt's on, I'm gonna take it up and down the street real quick to test the pulley and the brakes. And if all things go well, I'm gonna bring it in the back and go for a little ripping. So the belt's a whole lot better. It's actually doing way better burnouts with the body on than before. I think I got to line up the front pulley a little better because there is a bit squealing and it catches a bit, so I don't think it's aligned pretty well. I do have washers for it to space it out. Alright guys, so there was the test drive. This setup with the proper front pulley and the yellow spring does so much better. We do only have a week to get everything done, so we're going to start on some small details. And one of the details I want to do is the 405. So I got this Pillsbury biscuit can top, and we figured what we'll do is we'll write, I'll have my dad draw on the 405, and then we'll cut it out of here, and then maybe pop rivet it onto the go-kart, so then we got the 405. Another thing I have to do is, right now it's only spinning one wheel, so I'm guessing something happened to the other wheel because before it was both wheels spin, but I'm going to make sure that I can lock up both of them. And just so you guys know, the Auto-Rama this year is at the IX Center. It's March 31st to April 2nd, so if you guys are nearby or anything, come check me out. So we went from this, you know, just normal biscuit can, to this. We just penciled on the 405 as of right now. I'm trying to get it to where you could kind of see it. So here's what I got. I made 2 of them, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up here, and then I'm going to pop rivet it in. So then we got the 405 sign or emblem or badge or whatever you want to call it. So I got 2 of them. And then another thing I did this off camera because it took some time to figure it out, but I moved the switch up here. Before it was back here, so I ran the wiring along here, and I have it going up this, and then it comes out here, and then I have the loom all tucked away and hidden. So the switch is now up here, and I have it where you could disconnect it from here. So if we have to take the body off for some reason, we could still disconnect it from there. Another thing we added, and this was a NOS nitrous bottle, but I ended up painting it white, and then Farmtruck and them used the NX, so I kind of painted that on, so then it, you know, so it has that look. And this is actually a toolbox, so it has some spare tools in there, and I'll probably put in some, like an extra belt, so then, you know, so if anything were to happen, I will be able to fix it with the toolbox that is the nitrous bottle. So that was something I added. So next step, put those on, and I do want to get this, I believe it's this tire, to spin again, because right now we only got this tire spinning. So I would like to get this tire to spin again, and then test it again with both tires spinning, because I would like it to do a burnout for the, for like when leaving the Auto-Rama, I could kind of gun it, do a burnout. So this tire spins, this one doesn't. So I'm gonna get this one to spin and see how that works. So I figured out the other back tire. Turns out the set screw, the one got a little loose, so then it started to rotate on its own. So I tightened that, and I tightened up the wheel a bit, like with the nut. I fixed the pulley because it was squeaking when I would hit the brake because it was off aligned a bit. So I ended up straightening that out, so that's aligned better. And I got the 405s on. I used those tin cans or biscuit cans and dremeled it out, pop riveted on. They were a little difficult to Dremel and stuff because of the how thin it was, but I got those on. And then another small detail I did on Farmtruck, the back valve stem caps are metal, so I did that for the back. The front has a red dye, so I did that. And then the passenger side has nothing, so I also did that. So another thing I did was I tightened up, like I adjusted the brakes a bit. So right now I'm going to do another test drive with both tires spinning and how the brakes are, just to see if anything's if it takes off different and if the brakes are better. All right guys, I wanted to do a little more driving for you guys, not just up and down the road. So I found this, like these factories, and we kind of are in the parking lot of it, and we're just going to do a little test driving and possibly speed test. So I'll get the truck unloaded and then I'll get back to you. Probably not do that. Alright guys, so before we end this video, I wanted to show something I'm working on. So right now this is going to be the framing for the back glass for the camper, or the cap. We made it out of some pallet wood. I got this framed out, and then the white that we got on the cap, we're going to just trace it out on this, and then we'll screw it to this. And then for now, for the show, we're just going to make it solid, but in the future we're going to make it where the whole thing just lifts up. But for now we're just going to make this cap piece. So stay tuned for the next video to see it with that on. I just wanted to end this video for you guys because we got until Wednesday to make sure everything's done. So make sure to like, subscribe, leave the comment, and I hope you enjoyed your cruise down the Lashman Road.